Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, The Cloudy Crown. Today, we will be reacting to Made in Abyss Season 2, Episode 5. And in the last episode, we start off by finding out that Princess Fakuta and Regu actually have history together. But of course, due to Regu's memory loss, he doesn't remember any of it. And that brings up a very interesting question of just how deep has Regu made it into this abyss? Because I don't remember exactly what layer we're in. I think we're in like the 7th layer, and apparently going from the 6th to the 7th or the 5th to the 6th is considered to be like the point of no return. Yet Regu has made it all the way to the surface from being down this deep into the abyss. So how did he do it? I have no idea. But then after this, we see Rico and Mania. They end up stumbling into a couple of goons, a couple of hooligans that were lurking in the alleyway. And of course, as soon as they got the chance, they ambushed Rico and Mania, got a hold of Mania, and then tried to crush them just like Ma did in the episode before. But there was a bit of a difference because Ma seemed to have done it like accidentally. It didn't seem like Ma actually wanted to hurt Mania, or maybe they didn't know they were hurting Mania, whereas these guys definitely wanted to hurt Mania. But then luckily, Ma came back from the dead, and not 100%. They're not the same person that they were before, but close enough. They seem to have gotten their body back, and their body parts are like discolored and some parts are missing, but Ma is back. They saved the day, and they also decided to tag along with us as we continued our adventure, which was really cool. And then lastly, we see Nanachi be taken by Kaja to one of the 3 sages. And one thing that I didn't notice when watching through this the first time that you guys actually pointed out to me in the comment section was the fact that the name of this sage, the like skeleton serpent thing, their name was BELAF. And BELAF was the same name as one of the cave divers from way in the beginning of the season. So he definitely got one of the cooler looking hollows out of everybody down here. But on top of that, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how exactly he became a hollow. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. So if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like. I will be uploading the series every single week ASAP, so make sure you guys are subscribed so that you know whenever I drop a brand new reaction. And lastly, do not forget that if you would like to check out my uncut reactions, you can find them over on my Patreon, which you guys can join for as low as $2. But with that all out of the way, we'll be starting this episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I forgot to mention MIDI. Yeah, we found MIDI again. But what's really going on here? Is this actually them? And how did they get down here? In eternal peace, one's journey will end. I know last episode, that girl with all of the weird shadow things around them. Oh, okay, now that I think about it, I wonder if that girl is the one that's controlling the balancing. Because those shadow things around her look a lot like the shadows that like got a hold of Mania and those hooligans that were in the alleyway. But yeah, last episode she said something about like I don't know, it was something about when you find your treasure. I don't remember the exact quote, but she mentioned finding your treasure. And I think that, didn't Nanachi say at after Midi's death that like Midi was her treasure or something like that? So I don't know, maybe we might find out how Midi got down here. I hope this is actually well, I don't know. Now I'm conflicted. I was about to say I hope this is actually Midi, but the whole reason why we went through all of that, like trying to find ways to kill Midi, is so she wouldn't have to suffer anymore. So I don't know if I should be glad or sad that Midi's back. But Nanachi seems to be happy, so far, so guess we'll see. Concealment. And we got this weird giraffe looking thing again. Oh, wow, okay. So it looks like we'll be seeing that thing very soon. Oh no, they look like they're running from something. Hey, I would have been running with them. I would, yeah, see, look at that! Look at that! Whenever you see people running in one direction, there's no point in looking back and seeing what they're running from. Just follow them. There's no point. This thing looks cool, though. It kind of reminds me of those giant, like, robotic giraffes from Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, pierced its arm. What? Did it throw that? Oh, it spit. Okay. Wow, this thing is kind of crazy. And what is that coming out of its butt? Those are like spikes or something. Whoa, okay, that looks a lot like Ragu's arm. What? Were these guys maybe made by the same person that made Regu? Or using the same technology? So many questions. I cannot stop Fabuta. What? Stop her from what? Oh, okay, looks like he's escorting us there. Oh, dang! Yeah, so they've definitely been down here for a while, probably dealing with these monsters every day. Oh, that's what we saw inside of, yeah, those corpses. Whoa, what the heck? Beast deterrent. So she was looking out for us this whole time. Ah, I see. That's why she was lurking in the shadows. Oh, he doesn't know. So he's an interference unit. But what is he supposed to interfere with? Placed in each layer. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we're getting some info on what Regu is exactly. But they do not cross layers. Well, that was close. The village? Iruburu. What the heck? How did it eat? It didn't even open a mouth. Did it just absorb it through its face? Do they all really mean well? Even those guys? Oh, wait. He's talking about the sages? Who created this village? Interesting. So that means the interference units must have been around even before this village. He was a cool guy. Kind of smells like the sun? What does the sun smell like? Oh man, I just remembered something hilarious that you guys told me in the comments. But I'll bring it up later if I remember. Oh, okay. So we're learning. We're learning their language. Iruburu, the village. %40 cradle and 10% mother. Oh, I get it now. Wait, no. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Because before I thought that Fabuta was like either a hollowed version of the girl with the red and yellow hair or a hollowed version of the girl from the village that we found in the beginning. But we see the girl with the red and white hair. She's still alive. But we haven't seen the other one. So maybe Fabuta is the other girl that's become a hollow that still looks surprisingly humanoid. Or Fabuta could just be someone completely different that just looks very similar to them. Within the eye. Instinctively feel beaten down. Hmm. Alright. No force field. Guess that's kind of a good thing, but that means there might be something else down here. Oh, Ma's afraid of something. Oh, are we about to meet her? Yep, and these things are from the balancing. Oh, PTSD. Yeah, that definitely. I 100% understand why Ma is afraid right now, because they messed her up, man. Oh? She's saying something. So it's not like a sentient economy. Maybe she's the one pulling the strings behind everything. Not exactly. I'm not surprised, honestly. Who knows how long you've been down here? It's had to have been like decades at this point, right? There was a whole city built on top of this abyss. VUEKO or VUEKO. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So that's what she was doing. So they're in the 6th layer, I see. Wait, why was she so shocked by that? Oh, she's been studying. What is that around her neck, though? Oh, it's cursed, huh? Oh, lore time? And that's Fabuta. Being creators of hell? Wow, what? Yeah, they seem to have found a happy living here. Something beyond human. Is it that easy? We're busting you out of here. Okay, hair clothes, that's convenient. Oh no. What's going on? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, they were talking about that earlier. That explains what's going on here. We gotta get Ma back to the surface ASAP. Or back to the village, not really the surface, because that's way up there. You're standing. That's good. That's a good start. Wow. So who knows how long it's been since she's been to the village? It'd be bad if someone spotted me. Ooh, okay. Disguise coming in clutch. Their hair is so long, dude. It's practically touching the floor. And it's like wrapped around them too. Holy. She looks kind of cool though. Oh, Nanachi. And Miri. Belaf probably remembers her. Why do I got this really bad feeling that they're going to catch her? They're gonna find out that she escaped and Things are gonna take a dark turn. Like, I mean, Made in Abyss always takes a dark turn, so I wouldn't be surprised at all. Here we are. Dude, BELAF looks so cool, man. He's like a bone skeleton. Or bone skeleton, I'm stupid. A bone serpent. A bone skeleton? Hmm? Oh, he's crying. Sold themselves to buy MIDI. What? And maybe MIDI realized what happened? Well, no, because they said that MIDI can't really, like, have complex thoughts anymore, right? Oh my god, what? Doesn't disappear no matter how much they absorb her. Oh, so that's why Nanachi did it. They sacrificed themselves. Hmm. So how do we get out of this predicament? Oh, and this is Rico's first time meeting MIDI. Because MIDI was quote-unquote destroyed before she woke up. Dude, those eyes are crazy. You have to purchase them. Masked Man brought him in. How did he get a hold of her, though? A real immortal. Hmm. So then how'd you get a hold of it? Or a hold of her, sorry. All of my 724 limbs. Wow. What? Holy crap, so you can sacrifice things that you own and parts of yourself to create replicas of things or completely new things? So this isn't actually MIDI, it's just like a perfect replica of MIDI. And Bondrewd must have brought down MIDI before we destroyed her. The nails from my left hand. All the equipment I have on me. Holy. Still not enough. I mean, he did give up all of his limbs. Both eyes, both legs. Half your innards. Yeah, we can't do that. We cannot go that far. I will do all of that so you won't die. But that would like significantly reduce her quality of life. Man, this episode flew by so fast. I remember even like in the middle of the episode when we reached that halfway point, I was like, dang, we're already halfway through? Man, this is really making me like, I'm really starting to get that feeling now where I wish that I would have waited until the series came out in its entirety so I can sit and watch through the whole thing. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun watching series as they update every single week, but you know, in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, dang, I wish all the episodes were out already so I could just binge through them. I've never felt that more than I do right now, because things are getting so interesting. Oh yeah, but before I forget, the thing that I was going to bring up earlier that you guys mentioned in the comments was apparently when Rico was having really bad diarrhea, that thing in the toilet was a hollow. And apparently that hollow became one of the wealthiest hollows in all of town for collecting Rico's, her droppings. And I believe you guys said that, like, the other hollows were envious of him because now he's basically like a millionaire. He went from being a janitor to a millionaire in one day. Holy crap. Alright, what's the next episode called? The Luring. Okay. Alright, so that was the end of the episode, and this is probably like, oh man. I was gonna say it's one of my favorites, but every single episode recently has been so good. Like, last episode with Ma coming back from the dead. We have this episode, which was absolutely crazy. So, my question of the day, for you guys, of course, is going to be, what are your thoughts on this offer or this deal that BELAF is trying to negotiate with us? Do you think that it's too much? Do you think that it's fair? Let me know in the comments, because me personally, as much or as I guess and as intense as it sounds, I think it's probably fair. It's probably a fair exchange, asking for like 2 eyes, 2 legs, and half of her innards, because we know just how much he gave up in order to just get a hold of Midi. He gave up all of his limbs. He said like 724 limbs and half of his total length. So even though he's insanely long already, this is like only 50% of what he was before. And he gave up all of that just to create a replica of Midi. And now he wants like our limbs and stuff, not all of them, but you know, a good number of our limbs and organs to get Nanachi back. But technically we still have Midi with us, right? Like Midi is with us now. Midi's free. He doesn't own Midi anymore because Nanachi pretty much sacrificed her entire life in order to free Midi. And now, how the heck are we gonna get Nanachi out of this situation? Because he said he's not going any lower than that. I think he said 2 eyes, 2 legs, and half of your innards, and he's not going any lower than that. So, I don't know. I mean, oh my god. I mean, no. I was gonna say, hopefully, like, Ma doesn't sacrifice herself. But then again, he specifically wants Rico's, like, eyes and organs and stuff, because Rico is considered very valuable down here. Like, humans are considered extremely valuable. So, you know, half of Rico's innards are probably much more valuable than half of Ma's innards, at least according to this village. I don't agree with that. I don't think that, you know, any one person's life should be considered more valuable than someone else's, but that's how this city looks at it. So you gotta play by its rules while you're down here. But if VUEKO was the one that was controlling the balancing, and VUEKO's no longer down there, she's up here with us, then who's gonna be orchestrating the balancing? Is it just non-existent as long as VUEKO's up here? Can people get away with highway robbery and nothing, you know, comes after them to rip them apart? Man, things are so interesting right now. I love the world building in this anime. It's so freaking cool. And this is all happening in one layer alone. Like, I know this entire season is called the Golden City, but are we really, like, is there so much content in this one layer that this entire season's gonna be dedicated to it? That's freaking crazy. But anyways, man, that's pretty much all my thoughts on this episode. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.